Well, good blessed afternoon, YouTubers. As usual, I hope and pray all is well. I am getting ready to eat my first meal of the day. I have some romaine lettuce and tomatoes, some triple cheese, this mozzarella, cheddar, and I think it's Kobe, I believe, and some ribeye steak. And like I say, my first meal of the day, I tried to go a little further, but this stomach don't start to growling. And I've been doing a little research, and it's saying that this is actually the best time of the day to eat your most. I've actually taken out 3 chicken wings. I hate they are not ready because I could eat half of this and the chicken wings. But anyways, I'm gonna start trying to eat my biggest meal in the middle of the day. And Food Line had the little cucumbers. They had it's about 5 or 6 in a pack for $1.99. So I purchased some of those, and I'm gonna cut and put some vinegar and black pepper and some Himalayan salt, pink Himalayan salt on it. And I have some salmon that I baked, and I made a salmon salad. I'm going to get some pimentos, though, because I like pimentos in my salads. And that way I can, if I want something to nibble on late, I can nibble on that. I am still a few pounds, well, I got a few pounds down. Then I weighed, and it's a couple of pounds up, But it took me a whole year to lose 20 pounds with some help, with some help. But I know that I can do better. I need to start back getting out walking instead of just the Tai Chi in the house, which I really like that, because I don't always care to walk in my neighborhood. And I want to go back to the gym, but the gym that I like to go to the senior center, and I have to pay to go there. I can go to any Y or Planet Fitness for free, but I don't care to go there. So I want to go back to the senior center. It's not that much, It's $30 for the pool and $10 for the gym, and that's a month, and that's not bad at all, So I just have to but we've been having some chilly days. It is chilly because, as a matter of fact, I'm going to go here and cut my heat on. It's no need of being, and I was thinking about my husband when I got up this morning, and it was chilly, and I opened up the door, so fresh air can come in. I can get some oxygen, although I do go out on my deck and just sit something till the darn bee run me out, run me back in the house. I was out there just Sunday, and the bee ran me in the house because once you've been stung, that's about all she wrote for me, But I used to tell my husband, because he paid all the bills, even when I was in the restaurant business, he paid all the bills. So I say, will you turn the heat up? And he said, put some clothes on, So I am, I'm not dressed, but I just took my house coat and put it on instead of, turning the heat on, which I am getting ready to do because I think I'm going to stay in. I had planned to go to a group today. I've joined a group, and I'm getting ready to actually join another group. But I say no, I need to stay in, and I need to get some work done. I need to get some dishes washed, get the dishwasher loaded up. Got a load of clothes to wash. Vacuum my bedroom, tidy up some clothes here and there, And that's if I do it. One thing about living alone, you do it when you want to. I'm not a neat freak. Everything don't have to be in place. But I magnify the Lord. Oh my God, I'm just so thankful. You have no earthly idea of how grateful I am. And I took a lot of notes in church Sunday, and I want to share those notes and the testimony that from a couple of weeks ago. I do things as led. I got there's a song, it's a worldly song. They said, give me something I can feel. I sort of gotta feel it, y'all. They do it. But I'm just grateful. And I'm extremely grateful that I'm not high-minded, that I live, within my means. I am so thankful that I've never been high-minded, so to speak. Even when I lived in a former home and drove a Cadillac with a phone in there and lumbar seats. I still, I actually got that Cadillac from depression because I had buried my mom. But I only got into that former home because my manager and we had gotten an apartment there in Florida. 2 apartments, as a matter of fact. And then when my husband came and we had my mom, then I got that former home because I promised her that I would get her out of the nursing home. And I said, when you look out the window, you're going to see nothing but beautiful flowers. I spoke that. I saw it in the spirit and I spoke it. And one day my baby girl and I was coming down, it's not University, it's one of the main streets there in Gainesville. And we're seen For Rent. And so she, they had a fence up and stuff, and she actually got a little stuck on the fence, and it was so funny, But anyways, I seen that tropical garden back there, tropical floral garden, and that's the only reason I got that. Had not been for that, I would have never lived in no former home, because all that stuff don't mean much to me. Matter of fact, it means nothing, Being content, having peace, not being in a whole bunch of debt and having all these bills. That's because I haven't gotten a car. But I did think, I hate to go back to work at 74. But I thought about, working for about a year, and paying for a car and then stopping, Because I really wouldn't mind having an SUV. I wouldn't mind having a backup car, you know what I mean? All right, let me get off of here. Now remember, wise men, ladies, boys, and girls still see Jesus. He loves you, and so do I. And let me dive into this right here. It's a good thing. It's cold cuts, although I did warm up the steak a little bit because I've been up here for almost 8 minutes, and if it was hot, it'll be a little lukewarm now. All right, enjoy the day. That's in Jesus' name I pray.